In this video, I'll show you how to transform small wood scraps from different types of wood into a stunning piece. Stay until the end to see the amazing result. To create today's item, I'll be using these small pieces of ivory wood scraps. Additionally, I'll make use of a portion of this piece, which I believe is cedar wood. I'm starting by trimming this piece on the table, saw to remove the damaged section. By the end, it will measure 5.5 centimeters in width. The planer will smooth 3 sides of the piece. Your like makes all the difference and inspires us to keep bringing new projects. Like the video and let's keep going together. Several cuts will be made in this direction. 3 pieces will measure 1 centimeter by 4 centimeters. I'll also split these sections in half and keep only those with 1 centimeter thickness. Stay inspired and updated with our weekly projects. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. These 2 sections will be cut down the middle. Here are all the pieces after cutting. These are the leftover scraps. They'll be saved for future projects. Now it's time to begin assembling. A plastic sheet will cover the workbench. The first piece measures just over 12 centimeters. Wood glue will be used for this step. Glue goes on this side, and the piece will be placed like this. Next, a piece of ivory wood will be added. I applied glue to both sides and will position it next. A gap of 1.5 centimeters will be left at the edge. Another piece of darker wood will have glue applied to both sides. It will be attached here, keeping the same gap. Another ivory wood piece will follow with glue on both sides. This piece will also be glued in sequence, maintaining the spacing. The darker wood will be used again. The same gap will be preserved. The last ivory wood section will be added next. Lastly, I will still add 1 more piece of the dark wood. Excess glue will then be removed. Spacing will be checked to ensure everything is correct. Glue will now be applied to the larger piece. It will be attached over the smaller pieces, aligned with the side where the 1.5 centimeter gap was created. I'll also make sure the alignment is correct at the edges. We still have enough material here to create another piece like this one. We'd only need 1 more piece similar to this. I'll use clamps to apply pressure, making sure the alignment remains perfect on the side where the 1.5 centimeter gap was left. Also, being careful not to go over the edges. Here we have the clamps pressing the top part onto the others, ensuring a strong bond. Additionally, I added another clamp to apply pressure in this direction. This way, the elements will adhere well to each other. The clamping worked well since the glue slightly overflowed between the parts. I'll leave it like this to let the glue dry, and then I'll move on to the next step. Well, several hours have passed, so now I'll remove the clamps to check the result. Here's our creation, which is very well bonded. In the next step, I'll use the table saw to trim the sides. I'll use a board as a guide, which is already adjusted to sit flush with the saw. This board is straight on both sides. To make the cut, the block needs to be glued to the board. This will be done using instant glue. The glue will only be applied in a few spots to make it easier to remove later. I'll glue it like this. I'll let it sit for a bit to allow the glue to dry before making the cut. Next, I'll cut the other side and the ends as well. I'm always keeping an eye on the comments and would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you enjoy most and what could be improved in the videos. Your feedback is crucial for me to keep improving and bring even better content for you. Here's the item taking shape. The leftover piece will be saved for future projects. Now, I will use the manual drill with a 15mm Forstner bit. This part of the wood will be drilled. This hole was already part of the structure. I'll clean it to insert a dowel and fix this damaged area. I always secure the pieces to avoid accidents. A dowel made from the same wood will be inserted. Some glue is applied to the dowel. I will tap it with a hammer and clean the excess glue. A Japanese saw will be used to make the cut for a perfect finish. Next, the piece will be completely sanded with the orbital sander, starting with 120 grit sandpaper, then moving to 180 grit. I've included several links in the description for tools and resources that will help you create exceptional pieces. Every purchase made through them directly supports the channel and helps me bring more ideas and projects to you. Here is the wood already sanded. The next step involves marking with the combination square. I've already set it to 15mm or 1.5 centimeters. Both ends of the piece will be marked. Now, the square is adjusted to 20mm, which is half the width. The marking will be done again. Next, a router with a 12mm U-bit will be used to create a groove. The groove will be about 5mm deep, from here to this point. An adapter will be used to center the groove in the wood. The router has been set to 20mm, from the guide to the center of the bit. The wood is secured to the bench for greater accuracy and safety. The router will be used again, but now with a 45-degree bit to bevel the edges of the piece. Only the upper edges will be finished. Now, the manual drill with a 1.5mm bit will be used. This will be used to drill at this point, keeping the drill tilted to ensure it's centered. Care will be taken to ensure the hole doesn't go all the way through the wood. Finally, the groove area will be sanded with 100 grit sandpaper to clean it. To achieve a smoother finish, I will use 2 more sandpapers. I will start with the 220 grit and finish with an even finer one. Have you guessed what today's item is yet? I'd love to know if you figured it out before I reveal it. Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious to find out. To finish, I will apply natural mineral oil to the wood, enhancing its beauty and ensuring a refined finish. Well, folks, here is the finished work, a beautiful incense holder. The result is amazing, thanks to the contrast created by using woods of different colors. If you liked it, don't forget to click the like button, it really helps a lot. And if you loved it, share it with your friends who enjoy woodworking projects. I'm sure they'll love this idea, and thank you for sharing it. Stay up to date with all the amazing projects we post every week on the channel. Subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any. Enjoy and check out one of the fantastic projects that will be displayed on your screen. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.